everyone, we are here for another reading and we're going to do a rod wave reading. All right. How is rod wave feeling currently? How has he been feeling currently? Okay. I'm going to talk about these cards later. Okay, so we have the Tower card in reverse, the Ace of Coins in reverse, and then we had the Four of Swords with the Ace of Staves, right? Coins can represent the earth signs and zodiac sign, and swords can represent the air signs, zodiac signs, and staves can represent the fire signs and the zodiac signs. And then you have coins and pentacles can represent how grounded we are. And then we have swords, represent how we think and what we go through mentally, how we process things mentally. And then we have the staves or wands, talks about how passionate we are. Okay, the Tower is in reverse, and when I think about the Tower being reversed, I think about rebuilding and also the worst being over. You know, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, how people say things get better. And also, when you deal with like depression, anxiety, you have your ups and you have your downs. You have your good days, you feel like finally I'm coming out of this this dark stage. Or also the Tower card, rebuilding. Rebuilding your self-esteem and trying to rebuild yourself up, right? And then we have the Ace of Coins in reverse with the Four Swords and Ace of Staves. He's going through ups and downs right now. There are times where, because the Ace of Coins is in reverse, that talks about it reminds me of not learning from past mistakes, restarting things, restarting all over again. You know how when you would do something and then you get this result and you're like, okay, well, I'm not going to do exactly what I did this time, but you're still doing the same thing and getting the same results. Like that one meme where the girl's like, oh, all my exes are different, well, I'm getting the same results. And it's like, okay, you dated Sprite. You went from Sprite to Mountain Dew. You went from Mountain Dew to Squirt. You went from Squirt to 7-Up. Girl, you're going to get the same results, right? So I feel like he is coming out of a depression or anxiety right now. But at the same time, it's nothing that he could really do. When somebody is depressed and something triggers your depression, there's no way of trying to stop it. When it hits you, it hits you. And there are times, a period where he just wants to be left alone. And when he is left alone, he's left alone with his thoughts. And that's not necessarily a good thing at all. being left alone with their thoughts, right? But I see a change coming because I have new beginnings. I feel new music is coming. Um, I feel like that's what helps him come out of that place, and also the water here in the background and what he's really passionate about, his music, and that's how he's able to get all his emotions out there. Um, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if he stops talking about sadness and love, and 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 for him to switch it to doing something different. I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to do something different. I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to make baby making music, like love songs. I wouldn't be surprised if the next song he puts out is super duper passionate. You can always hear the passion and the emotion in his songs. So I do feel as though he soon is going to be able to be in his bag. And I feel like once it hits the air, I don't know if you can see in the cards, like the air here and how it looks like there's smoke. I wasn't surprised, like when it hits the wave, the airways, everybody's gonna be like, okay, Raw Wave is back, right? He just wants some time to himself. But sometimes that time to yourself and your alone with your thoughts, it's not necessarily good. We have the Death card, the Three of Cups, the Eight of Cups in reverse, and then the World card. Okay. Um, does Rod Wave, does he drink? That's not my business. Okay, I'm saying, because I'm seeing cups and I keep on like seeing him. Okay, but anyways, I'm gonna say this. Whoever this is that's helping him, trying to get out of his shell, because I sense that he really doesn't go out like that. But however, you know, I keep on sensing like peer pressure into doing certain things that he's not comfortable doing. I sense that it's like, okay, well, Raw Wave is down right now. Hey, bro, let's just go out. Let's go have some drinks. Hey, bro, let's just do this and that third. Trying to get somebody, especially if they're introvert, if you're trying to get somebody that's introvert, or you're trying to get them out the house, or trying to get them out of their thoughts by having them drink, that's the wrong thing to do. Okay? By having them party, that's the wrong thing to do. But I will say this, he does sense when he does drop music like that, people celebrate, and you're celebrating in somebody's pain, but at the same time, you are also helping other people who's going through that same pain to kind of help, you know, get through what they've been through. He does feel as though when he did do that disappearing, he did put that song out about how he felt suicidal. The world was pretty much, it was like bittersweet. You had some people that were supporting and saying, oh, I hope you're doing good, sending him nothing positive energy and love, but then you had some people who were being selfish. So you had this side who was being selfish, worrying about themselves. Then you have this side who was being welcoming and opening, right? If you can see, because this right here, it's like a long staff with the ankh, and then you have this staff right here. So when you have this side being nice, welcoming, sending positivity, being nurturing, loving, and then you have this side that's all about themselves, thinking all about themselves. Like, how dare you do this to me? And it's like, to you, motherfucker, to you, bitch, to you. You lost your goddamn mind and you a bold bitch. To you, what about me? What about what I'm going through? Just because I have money and fame doesn't mean that it's making me happy. Yes, it helps and it enhances certain things. I can take care of certain people, but at the same time, when I'm the only one that's making it and I have all this stuff together, it weighs down on me. Okay? When you have to look after everybody and everybody's counting on you, everybody's on your phone, all of a sudden you're broke. How are you broke when I just gave you money? Where the fuck did all the money go? But for some reason, people feel obligated to certain things. Like, well, you have to take, I ain't gotta do shit, bitch. See, he better than me. I ain't gotta do goddamn thing for you, hoe. Okay? He need to be like Kanye. No cell phone. Okay? No cell phone. Okay? Only way for you to contact me is either through my wife. Well, I don't know if that's his wife. I think it's his girlfriend, the one who he has children with. And I think he has, I don't know if he has he probably does have a business manager and a manager. They should be able to reach you through him. Okay? Or maybe get you a new cell phone line and only have certain people have that phone number to reach you on. Because that can be a lot. You know, and then you gotta worry about people wanting to come out the woodworks. He ain't take care of me. He didn't do this for me. And okay, like, people love to place blame on other people who have more than them due to their fuck ups. You are responsible for yourself. And imagine being young. I think he's in his early 20s. Imagine being in your early 20s and being responsible for people who are grown as hell, who made poor decisions, made poor choices, or feeling like, okay, well, you know, sometimes fame shows you, and especially money. They always say money is the root of all evil. It shows people their true colors and how they really feel. He should probably clean shop. I don't know who he has around him, but I remember him being on stage before the stage had failed, whatever. It was a lot of people. That was a lot of people. And I'm surprised that his circle is big like that. Man, my business. Okay. What triggers his anxiety and his depression? And Spirit, what is the advice you can give to him to uplift his spirits at the time? What triggers his... And the back is 4 coins in reverse. We're gonna talk about that later. Let me fix these cards right here. And then we're gonna talk about these cards down here. Okay, I have the Temperance in reverse, the Queen of Staffs in reverse. I have the 9 of Coins in reverse. I also have the 3 of Swords. What triggers his depression and anxiety? Like I said before, taking care of everybody else. Okay, him not having a fair balance, him feeling like he has to keep on working and performing because I have a lot on my plate. He also has children too. He has his own family to take care of, plus other people's families to take care of. A lot of people are codependent on him because the 9 of Coins in reverse talks about codependency. A lot of people are codependency on him. I see the 3 of Swords here too. I feel like he's pulled thin, he's stressed out thin, he's broken into so many pieces that he can barely fend for himself. All right, and then we have the Strength card, the 5 of Coins, the Sun card in reverse, and then the Judgment card. And also speaking more on the 3 of Swords, feeling like always rainy days. Like every song that I make, it's about me having my rainy days. When am I actually gonna have a good, happy day? And then we have the Strength card, the 5 of Coins in reverse, the Sun in reverse, and the Judgment card. The advice I would say, try to focus on everything that you have right now, what you do have. I see this woman right here. I feel like that's his girlfriend that is supporting him and giving him his strength. I do feel as though what lifts him is his family. I feel like the longer he's away from his children, his family, it's a downer for him. I feel like when he's around, and I think he has daughters too. And you know what Kevin Gates say? You would never love me like my daughter loved me. So having that true love and having that love there, I feel like that uplifts his spirit, and it helps him become stronger and better. Also, I don't think he's on social media like that either, but I'll make sure people that are around me is not on social media either. And I wouldn't dwell on who's judging you, who's coming and saying this stuff like that to bring you down, listening to rumors and stuff like that. I would say have people that are around you that are negative and that's not into social media. Hey, bro, you see this? Get the fuck out of my face, bitch. Stuff like that, you know? And make sure who you invite to your home. Don't invite everybody to your house, especially if they have negative energy. Oh, like that. That's a no-go. And then I had a 4 of coins in reverse. Release all that. I don't know if he's into meditation, but I would say for him, you know, meditate, be in the sun, spend time with his daughter, play with his children. I feel like he loves playing with his children and making them laugh. Doing stuff like that. No phones, no nothing. If you have to go to the backyard or pretend that y'all camping, I would do something like that. So, how does he feel about being a dad? How does he feel about being a dad? Okay, so we have the 9 of staffs, the 6 of staffs, 10 of staffs, the 10 of swords. And then we have the 4 of swords. It's a bittersweet for him. He wished that he could spend more time. Sometimes he feels as though he doesn't spend more time with them. That kind of takes away from them because he's always either tired or he's gone, right? And then we have the 9 of staffs right here. And that talks about letting your guard down. He's able to let his guard down and not able to always put up this shield around him. He's able to let his guard down, but he's also protecting them at the same time, right? From other people who can come in and mess up his happiness and betray him. Because there's a certain time where he almost lost the family and everything, right? So he loves being a dad. Being able to actually be my true self, let my guard down, and let my children see me for who I am. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Knight of Cups, the 2 of Staffs, with the 2 of Coins in reverse, right? That can talk about, sometimes he feels as though he has to make a decision. Do I carry all this weight on my shoulder to make sure everybody's stable and okay, or do I just say fuck this and invest my money to other things and let the music shit go? Because he's not like how he can be either too emotional or unemotionally unavailable, right? And trying to find this fair balance, because sometimes he feels as though he has to choose. And last question, how is his relationship with Kevin Gates? How is his relationship with Kevin Gates? Because, you know, him and Kevin Gates, they started out with each other. I mixed my cards up. That was an accident. How does he feel about Kevin Gates? How's the relationship with Kevin Gates? All right. So I have the Chariot, the Three of Staffs, the Hangman, the Ace of Swords in reverse, and the Chariot is in reverse, and the Hangman's in reverse too. Um. Okay. He does appreciate Kevin Gates. I can see that he let him take the lead on certain things. There are certain things that he didn't have control of that he let Gates control because Gates knew he's very more knowledgeable about the industry and helped him get to where he is. Helped him with his dream and be able to do what he loves, right? Helped him be able to move around to make money. But you had the Ace of Swords in reverse with the Four of Cups, Five of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. I'm gonna say this. He gave him advice on certain things and he took the advice on certain things. And I do feel as though Gates was like a comfort zone. There are certain things that he probably didn't understand or probably knew about certain things that was going on behind the scenes. There are probably certain things that people were doing behind his back that he probably wasn't too much aware of. Because we had the Five of Swords and the Queen of Swords. I feel like he's very nice. He's very giving. He wouldn't mind giving Gates a piece of whatever. Because I feel like Gates probably... Because somebody said something about the same situation about Gates and NBA. How Gates wanted a percentage of something from NBA. And NBA wasn't feeling that. Like, if you're gonna help me, make sure it's being genuine. Don't just help me just to be like, hey, you want a percentage of something from me. Like sneakiness. And then you had the Queen of Swords right here. So somebody, a female, probably his woman stepped in, and there's a sword right here, and there's a sword right here. It's like, I'm taking that back. You can have this, you can do whatever you want right here, but this one, I'm taking. We're gonna take this for ourselves, right? And then I have the King of Staffs. Looking at him sideways, in a sense. Hold on. Gates, what the fuck you be doing to people?